All right, so when I lived in New York, almost always when I'd go out to dinner with my chef buddies, I would go to K-Town. Do you know what K-Town is, Howard?
Koreatown?
Koreatown! I love Korean food. I think it's kind of a chef's food right now where there's just a lot of flavor and balance of flavor, right? When you think of like pickles and sweet and sour and then spicy and umami, there's so much going on. But one of my undisputed, absolute favorite things to do is make Kalbi, or grilled meat. So I'm gonna show you my Kalbi short ribs with lettuce wraps in under 15 minutes. Here we go. It's actually a pretty healthy recipe if you think about it. This is a good one. All right, so first step is we gotta bust out a marinade. Marinade bowl, marinade bowl. All right. So for this marinade, really easy. I've got some balsamic vinegar, not Korean, but yes, delicious. So about a tablespoon of that, just to give you a little sourness. Beautiful. I've got mirin, which is rice wine. Really, really good. It's gonna give a little bit of sweetness and just a little bit more, I don't know, balance, I guess you would say. I love it. And then this is soy sauce. I invest heavily in soy sauce, that's why I have a very fancy bottle. So I'm gonna go with about a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. This is obviously gonna be salty, really kind of deep and robust in flavor, almost mushroomy in flavor. I'm gonna grab a little bit of sugar, like maybe 1/8 of a cup. You wanna have a good sweetness to this because there's a lot of neutral flavors, but you also wanna get a really good crust on the grill. And then, this is not traditional, but I love this. This is Korean garlic chili paste, right? You could get gochujang is what it's called, but I'm gonna go nice big spoonful and a half in there. And you have this really kind of thick marinade. It's beautiful, actually. All right, I'm just gonna try it. Really good, really good. You can hear me puckering. All right, so marinade is done, short ribs. All right, I'm cooking normal short ribs because this is what you're gonna find. Typically, you're gonna see short ribs this style where they're lined up like this and cut thin-wise. So you have kind of the little bones in between each one and you kind of hold on to those to eat them. But I just know you're not gonna be able to find those everywhere, so I thought, I'm gonna cook what you're gonna be able to find. So I have a bone-in short rib, bones right here. I'm literally just gonna cut next to the bone. Save this for stock. Really, really makes an incredible beef stock. So I'll save those guys. And I am left, where are these? Fridge. And I'm left with these, right? Beautiful little boneless short ribs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut kind of just thick slabs like this. Not too thick, but you should be able to grill them in about 1 minute per side. Just kind of put them in your marinade. And you should be able to kind of roll them up in a piece of lettuce, which is what we're gonna do. Awesome. All right, so short ribs in, toss it through that marinade. Look at that. Doesn't that look good, Howard?
That looks really good.
It looks really good. There's already garlic in the chili sauce. Otherwise, I would say add a clove of garlic. But we're just gonna kind of let that sit for as long as we can. If I had more than 15 minutes, I would 100% give this, 24 hours, at the minimum an hour. But this is all we got. And it's gonna taste great because it's gonna caramelize on there and be amazing. All right, so short ribs are marinating. I wanna wash my hands because I just touched all that beef. But the next thing we're gonna do is, and this is what I love about Korean food, is we're gonna get like all these kind of side, like pickles and little accoutrements, right, next to it. So one of the things I wanna do is grab some lettuce, but I wanna also make a quick pickle. So I'm gonna grab some red onion, and I'm flying past you, Howard, because I'm getting a carrot. I forgot my carrot.
It's live, baby.
It's live, baby! And then I've got some cucumber. So I'm gonna make what's called a quick pickle. This is legitimately what it sounds like. It's literally a pickle that happens extremely quick. So what I'm gonna do is this is my beefy knife. let's get a fresh knife, freshie. And I'm gonna grab some cucumber, right? I'm just gonna slice this up super quick. And again, this is more of like a side dish, almost a compliment. So don't like feel like it needs to be too much. So nice kind of thinly sliced cukes. Do the same thing here. Okay. I am going to, I think I'm gonna grate my carrot. I gotta give it a quick wash. I thought I had a grater somewhere in his house. Let's use this. A little bit of grated carrot. Beautiful. Take that up. Into the cucumber it goes. And then just a little sliced onion. So again, I mean, this is a pickle that you could put on your next taco, your next roast piece of beef. This doesn't have to be for this dish. I just think it's a really cool technique. All right, nice thin slice red onion. I did about 1/4 of an onion in there. Cool, can you get inside that bowl, Howard? And kind of just see all the little veggies, and it's really pretty. Isn't it nice?
Yeah, looks good.
Are you into it?
I'm ready. Let's go. What's next?
All right, so salt in, cool. And then I'm gonna grab a little bit of vinegar. You can use any vinegar you got. I'm gonna use some apple cider vinegar, right? Just enough to kind of pour it over the top. And then I'm going to add some sugar. The sugar, again, is just gonna kind of balance the vinegar. And how much time do we have left on the clock, Howard? Tell me.
About 8 minutes 45.
All right, in 8 minutes and 45 seconds, that is plenty of time for this sugar and this vinegar to kind of break down these vegetables and make a really quick pickle. So you're just gonna toss them through. And normally, like when you see like a real pickle, it's boiled and it's put in a jar for a long time, that's great. These are not those. These are gonna have a nice punch to them, but not like that. Woo! So good. Oh my gosh, that's good. Wow, it was so fast. I'm even, like you can see, I'm shocked. It was so good. Pickles are done. Beef is still marinating. I got one more thing I want to get, which is some lettuces. And I'm getting everything ready because really this thing happens so quickly. So I'm gonna grab whatever plate I'm gonna plate on. And I look for like bigger lettuces, kind of like that size. Even bigger if you've got them. That's a pretty good one. And I'm just gonna kind of line them up so my guests or me can kind of grab a piece of lettuce and wrap the actual grilled piece of meat in it. So you've got like this really fresh lettuce and this really kind of rich, like almost caramelized beef. And it's a really nice combo. So there are my lettuces. I'm gonna put these to the side. I'm running out of space, man. I am running out of space. Beautiful. All right, so lettuces are there, ready. And now it's time to grill the beef. So, short ribs have had maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, Howard?
That's about right.
About right.
And the pan is hot.
Pan is screaming hot. It's been going ever since I've started spieling at you. I know I had tongs at one point. I don't like these tongs. Sorry. They're too fat. But whatever. So I'm gonna grab some tongs, give it one more drag through that marinade, and then right onto a high heat. Literally, do not touch the steak. You let it sit. Why are you sticking together? There we go. All right, just let it kind of do its thing. It's gonna get smoky. Deal with it. Really good. No oil needed. Just kind of blister the outside. It's gonna happen so quick. All right, get rid of this. Wash my hands one more time. Beautiful. And again, by the time you blink, this dish is coming together. I'm just gonna grab a fork, literally. That's all you need to turn this thing. And I'm gonna give it a little bit of salt. It does have the soy sauce, so it doesn't need a ton, but just a little. Give it a little something, something. All right, and just be patient. This is a place where I think most people totally screw up, is when they're grilling a piece of meat and they kind of poke at it and prod at it and flip it and unflip it. Just hang out for a sec. It's gonna work, okay? While that's happening, let's get my pickles ready. One more toss through. And look at them, look at the onions. They're already kind of turning that pink, like that pickled onion vibe. So I'm just gonna put these here. And I'm gonna let people just kind of fill up right on top of the beef, the pickle, which is awesome. All right, so that's got its thing going on. Let's check the steaks. How much time I got? 4 minutes, cool. I'm gonna take this first one. Give it a quick look. Oh, it's sticking pretty hardcore. But look at that. When it doesn't stick, that means it's time to flip. That's looking nice and charred. And because of the sugar we put in there, it could stick a little bit, but it should turn once it's got that color you're looking for, which is basically go as close to burnt without being burnt.
Smells amazing.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of just caramelizing on the grill. You need to grill this. This is a tough one to say, hey, throw this in a pan. You're just not gonna get the char you want. And if you're outside, even better, you'll get a little smoke. But I'm not. I live in a small kitchen, and this is what I got. All right, that's looking good. One more. Woo! Look at those. Look at those. Come on. And you can see, almost burnt, not burnt. Very crucial. Cool, so we're gonna give it about another minute on the other side. Don't worry about this being medium rare. There's enough fat in the short ribs where this is gonna be just delicious the way it is. I love it. Oh my gosh, this looks so, so good. Little hit of salt on the other side. And we're on the 30-second countdown from this, hitting this, hitting this. Really excited. All right, let's take a look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Howard, get in nice and close. Does those not look amazing?
They look really good.
And everyone thinks, you know, like, man, like you need a long time to marinate meat. You really don't when it's something like this. Quick cooked, there's enough fat to keep it moist. You know, it gets what it needs from the marinade. It would be better if we had the time, but we don't. So we make do. Howard, how fast was that? Woohoo! Did I get the stop? There we go.
There we go.
13 minutes, 30 seconds. Kalbi short ribs, lettuce wraps. Have fun, kind of roll it up, throw some pickles in there, scrunch it in your mouth. Really nice, healthy take. I love it, hope you guys love it. And for more recipes, head to readyforseconds.com or of course, check it out on Yum.